All right, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about habits and the 15 ways you can create a good habit. So let's get right into it. So first we must understand the fundamentals. So the first thing to creating a habit is the cue, then the craving, then the response, and then the reward. So the cue triggers a craving, which motivates a response, which provides a reward, which satisfies the craving, and ultimately becomes associated with the cue. Now, together, these four steps form a neurological feedback loop: the cue, craving, response, and reward. And that ultimately allows you to create automatic habits. And this cycle is known as a habit loop. Now, how do you create good habits? First of all, you make it obvious, then you make it attractive, easy, and then satisfying. So, what's an example of this? A good example of this would be if you wanted to start eating healthy, right? Instead of going into the cupboard and grabbing a chocolate bar, you can put that chocolate bar away, put it away, and put a bowl of fruit on the table. That way you make it easy, you make it obvious, and then you make it attractive by putting your favorite fruits in the bowl, and then you make it easy by just being able to take an apple or a banana or something and eat it, and then make it satisfying because it tastes good. It's one of your favorite fruits. Now, make it obvious. Keep a habits scorecard to become aware of your habits. Now, awareness is one of the most important things when it comes to creating good habits. So, how do you create a habit scorecard? Well, let's talk about the morning routine. So, list all of the habits, all of the things that you do right after you wake up, right? And then what you want to do is put a plus sign next to a good habit, an equal sign next to a neutral habit, and then a minus sign next to a bad habit. And you want to identify these bad habits, like checking your phone, and you want to remove those habits, right? Remove the habits that aren't serving you. Number two, if you want simply to create a new habit, say it out loud. During the next week, I will partake in 20 minutes of vigorous exercise on day, at time, at place. The more specific you are, the better. It also helps to write this down or tell someone about it. Next is time blocking. This is where you literally time block your day. You go on your calendar, your Google Calendar, and you time block certain parts of your day to tell yourself what you're going to be doing in that period of time. That removes distraction and improves clarity to what you're doing, so you know what goals and what actions to take to achieve those goals that you want. Next is habit stacking. So this is the habit stacking formula. So after current habit, I will new habit. So after I wake up and turn off my alarm, then I will sit down in my chair and meditate for 5 minutes. Temptation bundling. So this is where you bundle something that you enjoy doing and something that you don't enjoy doing, or maybe it's boring or something. For example, let's say I need to create this presentation. It takes me an hour to do so. First of all, just one little tip is that you're going to tell yourself that you're just going to work for 5 minutes. And then that momentum builds, and soon enough, you're working for an hour. Next, you need to set a timer as well. Timer for an hour, and then after that hour, you reward yourself. It's a very small reward, but you do it immediately. So you bundle those two actions, and you tell yourself, after I do this hard thing, I'm going to get a reward. So that reward shouldn't be like eating, a massive bag of chips, right? It should be something that benefits you. So maybe like a 5-minute walk outside or something. Number 6, join a community where your desired behavior is the normal behavior. So this is where you become an architect of your environment. Now, I actually have a link to one-on-one coaching, and it's in the top link in the description. Now, I coach people on mindset, habits, nutrition, and training, and I also have a community because I know, and my clients tell me, how important this community is to them and how much it has helped them. So make sure to surround yourself with good people, good friends, people who support you with your habits and becoming a better person. Next, you want to reduce friction. So decrease the number of steps between you and your good habits. So decrease all the friction that's involved. So, for example, let's say you wanted to go to work like right after you woke up. You would set your environment to be able to support that, right? So you would have a clear desk, it would be attractive, and you would just go from your bed to your chair. That's it. Decrease the friction. Number 8, be an architect of your environment. So what I was just talking about, right? Clear your desk, so make it attractive when you're working. And also what I was talking about earlier is to remove things that aren't serving you. For example, like ice cream and chocolate. If you tend to snack at night, which a lot of people do, what you can do is to just remove those from your house, right? Be an architect of your environment. Number 9, optimize the small choices that deliver outsized impact. So the small choices would be, for example, to work for 5 minutes. I work for 5 minutes, and then that becomes an hour, and then that becomes 2, that becomes 3. And soon enough, I have 5 YouTube videos of me talking about this and providing value to people. Just make small choices that deliver great impact, right? That's where leverage comes in as well. Number 10, next is downscale your habits until they can be done in 2 minutes or less. So basically what I was talking about earlier, which is go to your desk and just sit down. Just sit down. If you want to work, remove your phone from your environment, by the way, and just sit down and do nothing. That's it. That's all you need to do, because once you realize how bored you are, you're just going to want to start working. Also, if it takes 2 minutes to do something, 2 minutes to write something down, 2 minutes to fold your laundry, or just like a quick example like that, you don't want to wait. You just want to do it right away. That's another really, really important thing that I've learned, is to do things right away. Don't wait. Because if you wait, if you say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, oh, I'll do it the next day, right? You prevent yourself from achieving those things in that period of time, right? The more you can get done, the better off you are. Now, number 11 is important. Invest in technology and one-time purchases that lock in your future behavior. So invest in, I don't know, a calendar, right? I invested in this board. This is called Miro board, where I'm able to create presentations like this, where I spend like $10 a month for this unlimited space to use, right? Also, this includes mentorships and books. Books are really important. One-time purchases that could lock in your future behavior, right? You learn a lot from books. There's so much to learn in just one single book, and it costs like $10. And you can also, there's also like archived PDFs, which I found, like there's so many archived PDF books where you can just read and gain knowledge. It's incredible what we have access to, right? The one-time investments that lead to long-term growth. 12 is give yourself immediate reward when you complete a habit. So this is what I was talking about earlier as well, which is about the temptation bundling, right? You want to bundle the habits, something that you enjoy and something that you don't enjoy, and bundle that together so you associate the thing that you don't want to do, which might be holding you back because you just procrastinate and not do it. But if you say that you're going to reward yourself after, then that's how you alleviate the procrastination and the stress and the anxiety that comes with that. Okay, now 13 is important. So when you're avoiding a bad habit, design a way to see the benefits. When you remove a bad habit, you want to tell yourself why you're removing this bad habit and why it's important for you to not go back to that, right? So let's say you have your phone out and you're scrolling on social media, right? I have this problem. I used to have this problem all the time, right? I'd take out my phone, I start scrolling. And then what I would do is I would become self-aware that I was scrolling, and then I would put my phone down. And then I would tell myself the benefits of putting my phone down, right? Not being stimulated, right? Becoming focused, actually focusing on work and getting stuff done. Because social media, you don't get anything done on social media. And also, you ruin your dopamine receptors, you ruin your focus. It's not good. Number 14, use a habit tracker. There's a simple app that I use. It's called Habit Tracker. And you keep a track of your habits. And this way, you don't break the habit streak that you're on. Now, certain apps use this. Certain apps like Duolingo, I'm sure you've heard of Duolingo, they actually have a habit streak where every time you go on their platform, you have a streak. And so many people are obsessed with that streak, so they keep going back to their phones so they don't lose that streak. And that's one of the main reasons why Duolingo is so successful, because they have that one tiny thing, the streak, because so many people go back to that every single day just because of that. So it actually works, right? Keeping track of your habits works because you know like what day you're on. And people enjoy series. They enjoy the challenge of seeing how far they can go. So make sure to keep track of your habits and don't lose a day. Don't skip a day. Now, when you forget to complete a habit, make sure you get back on track immediately. This is very important. Just when you fall off, just get back right on, because if you skip for like a week or 2 weeks, that 1% error every single day compounds. And you're not going to get back up easily if you go for like 1 or 2 months. But if you just go for one day and then jump back up to where you were with your good habits, you're going to be much better off. People make mistakes. People lose track of their habits. People, they have bad days. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I offer one-on-one coaching. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I offer one-on-one coaching for mindset, habits, nutrition, and fitness. I have a complete program. You can check that out in the link in the description. And I'll see you in the next video.